Flooding throughout the state this year has affected thousands of lives.
No doubt. For one farming family near Seward, they are now trying to pick up the pieces and start over again after flooding. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Pierce Gorlat joins us now with more in tonight's top story. Pierce.
Megan and Rod, today I went out to the Curtis's farm just 1 mile south of Seward to see the damage flooding can have on one family. This is what the Curtis family farm looks like just a couple miles outside of Seward. Floods came and ruined their fields just after the family began to plant for the season, adding just that much more work this farming season.
Well, a lot more work, a lot less sleep, and a little more stress.
The Curtises are not alone. Brand new stats are out and show corn planting in Nebraska is at 81%. Last year at this time, it was 95%. Soybeans, 56% has been planted, while behind last year's 84%. And even though the flooding right now looks like a major problem, it's still not the worst the Curtises have seen just this year.
This is a pretty good sized flood too. It's not as big as that. March was the biggest flood I've seen on this place. But this is a major flood for us. We get little minor ones fairly annually, but this is bigger than usual.
For Vern, who has lived and worked on this farm since 1972, while this isn't his first flood, it still makes life just a little bit harder.
Well, it makes you tighten your belt. And we, not that it's a big money maker, but we've had a decent living here, but the flood years are tough.
For Sue Curtis, it's not just difficult for the farmers, it's hard on the whole family unit.
Makes me sick to see it. We've been through it once already this spring, and that was much worse, but all the work and money that the guys have put into farming and the time and labor, and it's going down the drain here, and they got to start over. It's really hard on them. It's hard on the family.
But even though the flooding has caused some problems for the Curtises right now, that doesn't mean they won't be back in replanting this season.
It's a challenge, but we'll just dig back out and start over again, I guess.
Now, how hard has it been to get into the fields this year? Over the last 7 days, rain amounts in Nebraska have been about 400% above normal.
Yeah, wow. And that drone video we saw there really gives you an idea of just how many acres are affected by this rain. Thank you very much, Pierce.